In this video, I've got an update for you on bestroofbox.com, which is of course the website that I sold last year. Sold it for $70,000. I'm going to give you an update on where the site's at now in terms of analytics and earnings. I'm also going to share with you what happened to the site during the Google Core update that just happened, a few weeks ago. No. Basically, get you up to date because a lot of you ask me, what's the site doing now? Is Best Roof Box okay? Is it making money? Well, you're going to find out in this video. Let's go. Hello, it's Alex here. Hope you're all well. So, if you remember, I sold the site back in May 2021, so just over a year ago. And then I did do an update video on it in September. It was that video. Go check it if you haven't seen it already. But basically, to cut a long story short, by September last year, the site was kind of in decline. And in fact, traffic dropped quite quickly after I sold it. I felt quite bad about that, to be honest. However, the site didn't continue declining. It kind of leveled off at around 500 users a day. And it then just went sideways for months and months and months for pretty much most of this year. It was pulling in around $1,000 a month from Amazon, which isn't bad, but keep in mind when I sold it, it was bringing in over $3,000 a month. The site is, of course, quite seasonal. People tend to buy their roof boxes for their cars in the summer. And this is reflected in the earnings because by March and April this year, the earnings had started to increase again. So rather than being just $1,000 a month, they'd crept up to nearer $1,300 a month. At the end of March, they also launched a new design. Looks like this, which I think looks really nice. And I think it's a new theme, got a new layout. All of the content is pretty much still the same, but yeah, it's got a new design. However, the design doesn't seem to have had much of an effect on the earnings or the traffic, but hey, it looks better. Towards the end of May, things start to get quite interesting. Now, you'll know if you're in this space that towards the end of May was when Google started to roll out the Google Core update. And if we look at the analytics of Best Roof Box, we can see that traffic actually started to increase at this time. So it was happy days until the beginning of June when this happened. As you can see, traffic fell off a cliff, dropping down to around 200 users a day. Now, it's at this point, if I still own the site, I would be panicking. And in fact, pretty sure the new owner was panicking at this point because no one wants to see a graph like that.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
However, there is some good news because a few days later, when I say a few days, when we get towards the middle of June, I think it was around the 13th of June, traffic just jumped straight back up again. Now, this is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen this in a few people's analytics where the Google Core update seems to have a negative effect on a website. And then a few days or a few weeks later, everything jumps back up to normal, or sometimes it jumps up even higher than it was before. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, whether Google kind of rolled back part of the update or they made a change to it. I don't know. But for whatever reason, it's obviously good news.
Something quite wonderful has happened.
And that's all there is to say, really. May was a good month in terms of earnings. The site pulled in around $1,800 a month in May, which is to be expected because May, June, July and August are probably the busiest months on the site. I think the future's pretty bright for Best Roof Box. Although it does have a lot of best X for Y articles, the Google update doesn't appear to have hit it that hard. And if they can continue with this level of traffic and this kind of growth, I think it'll be fine. In terms of content, they have started adding some new articles, which is good because for at least the first 6 to 12 months of having the site, they didn't really do anything with it at all. But now they're getting content written by various different companies, including niche website builders, by the way. They're doing some content for it. You can check them out. We'll find links in the description. So yeah, they're adding more content. They're going back through some of my content that I added, which is obviously quite out of date now. They're freshening it up, checking the products, rewriting it where necessary. So yeah, I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be good. And hopefully they can get it back up to the level it was before, where it was pulling in, $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Because that's some pretty good ongoing residual income. So that's the end of the update. How are your sites doing? Let me know in the comments. I do read all the comments that I get, and I will try to reply to as many as I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked it, then please click the like button. That really does help me out. And to avoid missing any future videos, or indeed live streams, make sure you're subscribed. Click that bell button and you might get a notification. Until next time, good luck with your sites. Bye for now.